Yoli Colombia. Dice... Del evento de videojuegos antes del E3.
This is from Battlefield's YouTube channel directly. I am a video game related person. I do like playing first-person shooters, so I thought we would check this out.
I'm waiting and hoping.
That's an Osprey. Yo! Nobody on the ground today. Nobody big. This is exactly what we want. That's Battlefield in the workshop for you. Wingsuit! Wingsuit! It looks like they're going very city as well. He's fast! I don't want to see that. Thanks. All-out warfare, exactly what we expect. Into the ship. Dropping over. It's like the whole dynamic outfit I'm talking about. Maybe not revolution, but it's
This is all in-game footage. These aren't just like cutscenes.
no, but it's post-port. It looks post-port.
Jero dice: ¿de qué parte de Colombia es Osyor? Primera vez que te veo.
Hola, hola, hola. Hola, hola, sonido, sonido. Ahora sí. Hola, Jero, soy de Bogotá. Es la primera vez que me ves porque el sistema de YouTube hasta ahora me está comenzando a hacer propagandas. Llevo transmitiendo más de hace
Jero
5 años.
dice: ¿tienes micro?
Sí, sí, tengo micro.
Jero
Es que se demora un poquito.
dice: no se escucha. Jero
Ahora sí.
dice: ahora sí.
Entonces hasta ahora YouTube me está haciendo propaganda porque yo tengo videos desde hace 12 años. Pero como estoy transmitiendo hasta ahorita me está haciendo propaganda, por eso hasta ahora me ves. Soy de Bogotá y por tu acento, por tu forma de escribir diría que eres paisa o de Antioquia, ¿no?
That's a feature coming back then. Love that, love that.
Did you do that?
Okay, like hovercraft. Totally cool for some like Team America somewhere. So is this like another event in a map? Let's go. 1 second. This massive spaceship which has nothing to do with the fight that's going on, really. Maybe in the lore, but like... Again, more city warfare. Is this like a night? That's exactly what it's like them showing night warfare. Yeah, by the building.
Jero
That's cool.
dice: recomendación, es mejor que use Active el robot cuando te donen o así, jaja, ya me la pienso para escribir porque sé que ese robot se va a interrumpir el stream, jaja.
Sí, ahorita apago el que habla, tranquilo. Sí, no, es que no ha comenzado. porque decía que a las 12:30 y ya acá en el en vivo dice que hasta las 2 de la tarde, 6 de la tarde o 11 de la mañana. Entonces por eso no lo he apagado. Yo lo uso cuando estoy jugando, lo dejo activo porque yo tengo la maña de que estoy transmitiendo y me escriben 3 personas y como hasta las 2, 3 horas veo el mensaje. Entonces me tocó activar este sistema para poderle responder a alguien cuando me escribe. Para no ignorarlo porque piensan que los ignoro. No, es que yo me entretengo mucho jugando y no le pongo cuidado a lo que me escriben a veces. Entonces, por esa razón lo tengo activado ahorita, lo estaba probando a ver si funcionaba. Si no, cuando arranque la transmisión todos van a arrancar a escribirme, entonces me interrumpen mucho, obviamente ahí sí ya apago el de voz, no te preocupes.
That's cool.
Coming soon. You want to feel the ones that are coming out of my house.
Oh, that's not good. We've all been here. We've all been here. It's not good.
Jero. Dice... Te felicito, hacen falta más creadores colombianos en temas de videojuegos que sean críticos y orienten al segmento de consumidores gamers. Sigue así, pulgar hacia arriba.
Gracias, Jero. Sí, pues no, yo hasta ahorita poco es que lo estoy haciendo, sino que a uno no le queda mucho tiempo. Entonces yo atiendo acá mi negocio de videojuegos. Por ejemplo, un fin de semana se la pasa llenísimo. Entonces están ocupados todos los televisores, todos los computadores, cosa de que no alcanzo a transmitir. Yo transmito ya por la noche, sábados y domingos. Y sí me doy cuenta que el sistema está muy lleno de mucho español, de mucho mexicano, de mucho venezolano, de gente de Latinoamérica, pero son muy pocas las personas que se le dedican a eso acá en Colombia. Entonces esa es la idea. Y hasta, si miras mis videos, hasta hace como 2, 3 años fue que comencé a montar contenido de videojuegos, porque mi canal tiene contenido, soy editor audiovisual, soy comunicador social, entonces tengo cortos de la universidad, vainas que tengo en mi canal muy antiguas, pero hasta ahorita, hace como 3, 4 años en adelante fue que comencé a montar ya contenido de videojuegos, de cine, de música, y ahí vamos. Sino que hasta ahorita me acordé que el Game Fest comenzaba ahorita y yo pensé que iniciaba como a las 2 de la tarde, 3. Entonces hasta ahorita me acordé y arranqué a transmitir lo más rápido que podía, pues ya que el local no está tan lleno. No ha comenzado el en vivo.
See ya! Yeah. The one thing I'd love to be able to do in games is just fly jets, have a dogfight, be prepared. Never happened. I always fucking crash. The altitude. You don't know. Is it? No! When is it? It's just chaos. It's just chaos everywhere. Are we getting dynamic weather? Dynamic event? Are we getting dynamic weather? Is this a tornado? I heard about a tornado. It's huge! Wow. It is a tornado. It's huge! Drive! Drive! We're escaping. Oh no. Too slow, man. If this is actually in the game, things can actually happen on this plane. Wingsuit. You can't really see around this. Oh my god, that's the thing. Got it? Oh my god. That's it.
Just story.
¿Cómo reaccionaron?
This is before the trailer stuff, man. It's crazy. My eardrums just lost.
Guapo, you listen. Rule 16. The Guerrilleros revolution never ends. Always another war, another cantina, another ugly bartender.
Man,
Juan Cortez.
it's looking good.
What do you think gave it away, Guapo?
Oh my gosh.
As you do.
Yeah, crocodile, alligator, whatever it is. What a shirt.
Nah, you can't listen.
Can you listen?
Look at it.
Oh shit.
I thought it was gonna be serious. Okay.
Rule number 1.
So that's
Good
a
guerrilla.
you can take a crocodile with you? Like in life, you can take like dogs and shit?
We lead our operations in
Yo,
secret
this
camps
is
across the
great.
country.
This is
Here,
amazing.
Hey, can we take a chicken with us?
Grand Theft Auto.
small pack. We go in, grab our people, kill whoever gets in our way. Smuggling in supplies. Add some piss and fire to our movement. You got that right. Camp chef. Safe havens for everything a guerrilla needs. Even
Nice
do-it-yourself
car.
vehicles.
This looks so good.
You're gonna love it, Danny. Rule number 2. A good guerrilla masters the environment. This land is your home, Danny.
I hope this
I'm
game
sure
is
you know
not
every inch of it. Bloodthirsty jungles, postcard shorelines, dead-end towns, and our friendly capital city.
The attention to detail
How
is
you get
astounding.
around is up to you.
How you get around is up to
But
you.
to play it safe, take our secret paths carved in the dirt of old revolutions.
How you doing?
Wow.
Or take a risk and operate
was very
in plain
serious
sight of
in
Castillo's
tone.
assholes.
Castillo from the
Hide
crocodile.
your weapons, blending
That guy has
bribes,
the worst vision ever.
sabotage, interceptions. You don't always need to be a
How many
loud
towers
one.
are here?
Ya comienzan 9 minutos. Hicieron una.
Mexicans pay crazy money for this. How you think el presidente funded
Ahorita sale el perrito de Mocho. Salchicha. Yo quiero un perro salchicha para morderlo.
Rule number 3.
I'm loving the vibe.
Fucked up situations call for fucked up solutions.
Hey, he's not here.
No expected reinforcements. I got news for you. We're an army of
Porque mamá no quiere perros chihuahuas.
thousands.
Que porque la estresan.
Shit gets real. We make use of whatever we have. Call that resolver. What means absolutely everything from sardine cans, batteries,
That's awesome.
old motorcycle engines have been built into equipment.
Sick.
Very unique.
City player. I'll never get copyrighted for that. Oh, it's stuck in my head with hang on.
Alright.
Oh, I wish.
Now we're fucking talking. This is Supremo Battle. Handcrafted by yours truly. Each one will make you feel and fight with the power of a goddamn guerrilla army. You and I both know. You want this. For a guerrilla to shit my pants rush of an ambush, the taste of sweet victory, and you freed your people from tyrants. It's
fun.
It's fun.
Oh, I won.
Far Cry 6. Wow.
and the final one. A good guerrilla always brings a friend.
El perrito.
Oh, that's adorable. Look out. Yeah. We didn't see any. This was it.
Really good.
Listo. Ahora sí vamos a comenzar con este ya. A ver qué van a mostrar. 7 minutos. Sigamos compartiendo por el otro lado mientras tanto. 7 minutos. A ver qué nos van a mostrar este año. Se supone que este Summer Game Fest es un antes del E3, antes de todo, como para mostrar los videojuegos y las cosas importantes que se vienen durante los siguientes años, durante las siguientes, en Navidad, en octubre, los lanzamientos. De aquí en adelante depende nuestro dinero para dónde va a coger o si no vale la pena todavía comprar nada. Y el humo, juegos que muestran pero que nunca van a salir o tardan casi 10 años en salir, pero vamos a ver qué muestran y por qué se quiso adelantar el Summer Game Fest para que no le quitaran, el E3 no le quitara el protagonismo. Seis minutos. Mientras comienza comparto mi canal de Twitch. Ay, es que actualizar preciso hasta ahora. Se pixela enseguida. quién se burla, Luis? ¡Ush! ¿Qué pasó? Oh, Dios mío, me desperté. 3. 1 minuto, señores, para el Summer Game Fest. Si hay cámara, no se preocupe. Desde que se vea bien la transmisión, es lo que interesa. Un minuto, señores, 1 minuto. A ver qué hay de bueno, vale la pena. O si tiramos todas nuestras consolas a la basura.
No la tires, regálenmela a mí.
No, hay que tirarla.
Bueno, ya caí aquí. Ahora ya tengo todas las piezas. Supuestamente para verla en el juego.
40 segundos. Ahorita va la luz. O se va el internet. Como raro. Rápido, rápido. 20 segundos. Vamos a ver qué nos deja boquiabiertos y qué no. Comenzaron fue media hora antes la transmisión. Como para verificar. Listo. Arrancamos pues. El programa contiene para los contenido ofensivo, advertencias y bla bla. Patrocinado por Prime Gaming. Hoy, ¿por qué no suena? A ver que lo dejé mute.
Welcome to Summer Game Fest Kickoff Live, presented by Prime Gaming. I'm Jeff Keighley, and buckle up because we've got a big show for you filled with new game announcements, world premieres, updates on the games you play every day, some surprises, and special guests, including Jeff Goldblum, Giancarlo Esposito, and performances by Weezer, Japanese Breakfast, and the Sonic the Hedgehog Symphony Orchestra. Yes, that's really a thing. Now, like a great video game, there may be some twists along the way today, and just wait until you see what we have planned for the end game. That is all I'm allowed to tell you right now. This is just the start of a big Summer Game Fest weekend of news and updates for fans, including live streaming events from publishers like Xbox, Bethesda, Square Enix, Ubisoft, and more. You can head right now to summergamefest.com to track all the events, and believe me, there is a lot of great stuff coming your way. But today, we kick things off with a big 90-minute cross-industry showcase meant to put platforms and rivalries aside. We will have updates and news for you, no matter if you play on Nintendo Switch, PC,
Novedades de Nintendo Switch, de PlayStation, de Xbox, de todas las marcas. Las mejores cosas y originales que se van a mostrar acá. Gracias, estamos muy agradecidos por la oportunidad que nos han dado y espero que lo disfruten, que disfruten el Summer Game Fest. Comencemos. Esperemos que las mundiales que vean se hacen con todo el amor y con todo el esfuerzo. Prepárate. Diablo. Parece Diablo o un juego de rol. Con metralleta, entonces ya no es tipo Diablo. Borderlands. Wonderlands. Es como una mezcla de Premier.
Tiny Tina's Wonderlands is official, and joining us now is Tiny Tina herself, Ashley Burch. Hey, Ash, how you doing?
What's up, baby? How you doing?
Great to have you here. So I think the big question everyone's going to have is, what is Wonderland? What can you tell us about it?
It's a great question. It's a high fantasy take on a looter shooter, as you saw. And if you're a fan of Borderlands, you'll probably recognize some fantasy
Algo de Borderlands ahí.
inspired by Assault on Dragon Keep, which was the Borderlands 2 DLC that was beloved by the devs. And so this kind of inspired Wonderlands.
Now, I think the elephant in the room is this a Borderlands game? Is it not? How does it relate?
So it actually isn't. It's its own standalone game. And people that love Borderlands are going to find lots of elements to love about Wonderlands, but it's its own thing. Tiny Tina's got her own thing going on now. So it's got its own mechanics. There's spell casting. You can customize your character this time.
Nos está explicando cómo va a ser el juego y que si es como un tipo de expansión para Borderlands.
And if you've never played a Borderlands game, this is a great place to start.
Okay, well, Tiny Tina gets her own game, which is fantastic. What is her role? Why does she get her own game?
So she is your bug master. She's kind of guiding the narrative and changing it on a dime if she wants. And she's just taking your cast of characters, which is an amazing cast, through this wacky world. And she's taking you on an adventure to defeat the Dragon Lord. Who is that? You'll have to play it.
I wonder who plays the Dragon Lord. Voice cast, including you. Awesome. So feels like such a big experience. So that's just a bit of a tease, announcing it's out there. When will we find out more about this game?
Hopefully this summer. And you can find out a lot more at playwonderlands.com if you'd like.
Okay.
But yeah, just stay tuned for updates.
All right, coming early 2022. So looking forward to next year. Ash, thank you so
Para el
much.
2022.
Thanks for having me.
Appreciate it. We'll see more later this summer on that game. All right, well, now it is time for another brand new game announcement. This one you probably are not expecting. A classic 90s franchise is coming back to life as a brilliant tactical strategy title for Steam on PC. This is an insanely fun trailer. I hope you'll enjoy.
Premier Mundial, a ver qué más está ahí. Metal Slug. Uy, quieto, será animación de Metal Slug. Terma. Ah, en 2.5. Ay, qué chimba parece tácticas. Final Fantasy Tactics. Metal Slug Tactics. Ese sí está bacano. Para celular debe ser.
Okay, we have another big announcement for you from a surprise guest, but it's well past 3 a.m. their time, so don't worry, we chatted earlier, and I'm very excited to share this with you right now. Hello, mystery guest.
Hello.
Ah, y el droga.
Mr. Kojima, it is so good to see you. Thank you for joining us from Tokyo. First of all, I just want to ask, how are you doing? How are you feeling? How are things right now?
¿Cómo te sientes? ¿Cómo estás en este momento? Tokio está en estado de emergencia por ahora. O sea, la situación es por lo del COVID. Todo está iniciando lentamente y el proceso de vacunación es muy lento también.
Well, we certainly hope that you're going to get your vaccine soon. Let me ask you, as a creator, how has this past year impacted you?
まあ今までのものづくりっていうのは、まあ今自分が世界にいて、で地続きで5年後、10年後、20年後どうなるかっていう考えながらエンターテインメントを加えていて、まあ作ってたのが結構その10年後、20年後に当たってたりっていうのがあったんですけど、今回の DS に関してはもう発売直後になったので、ちょっとかなり物の考え方が変わったというか、ものづくりのスタンスがちょっと変わったというか、いろいろ考えました。今後のものづくり、やっぱりエンターテインメントである以上、まあ楽しんでもらって、そのプレイヤーのためになるものを作りたいっていうんですけど、こんなにも早く時代がついてくるとちょっとこうなんだろう、フィクションじゃなくなってしまうので。なんで今回のコロナの中で、この先をどう作るかっていうのはいろいろ考えました。他のクリエイターも多分大きく考えていると思います。911の時と同じような感じだと思います。これからエンタメをどういうふうに切り取っていくかっていうのはやっぱり大きな課題ではあります。
Well, I know we are all very curious about what the next era of Hideo Kojima Entertainment is going to be. I don't know how much you can say, but can you give us any sense of kind of where your mind's at right now, what we're thinking about, some of the themes or the ideas?
言えないですけど、今までのような一歩一歩進むのじゃないんですよね。やっぱりその911の時もそうですけど、このコロナでガラリとあらゆるのが変わっていく、ものすごいスピードで変わっていくので、そこでエンターテインメントの遅れを取ってしまうとダメなので、それをどうするかという、その予測ですね。まあ、全くこう宇宙人が攻めてくるとか、そういうゲームであればコロナ禍と関係ないんでしょうけど、やっぱりこう、社会性の基盤を持ったエンターテインメントを作りたいですし、皆さんが起こりつつあることをエンターテインメントの中でちょっと紹介したいと思うので、今後の世の中がどちらの方向に向かっていくかっていうのが今まで以上にすごく急激に変わっていっているので、そこを間違えないように作るというか、そこはすごく神経質になってます。
All right, fair enough. I tried. Well, Mr. Kojima, honestly, I really do appreciate you making the time to stop by and just say hello to everyone. Miss you, and we can't wait to see what you're working on next. So, thank you.
Gracias, gracias. Ya votaron. No me diga que es Metal Gear remasterizado. Ah, no. Es el juego ese de Play 4, el del que uno hace de Rappi. Pero está mezclando las dos, Metal Gear y ese. Sí, usar la caja. Frágil. Sí, desde por la mañana está todo bravín. Botó las naranjas. Y ahora se mete entre la caja para escapar. Sí.
¿Por qué no me dijeron antes?
Está contradiciendo la abuelita de The Stranding con Metal Gear, ¿o qué? Ah, Director's Cut. Solo PlayStation 5.
There you have it. Death Stranding Director's Cut finally confirmed.
Voy, ya voy.
I'm told the full reveal is just weeks away. Stay tuned. All right, next, it's my honor to welcome to Summer Game Fest a legendary actor who dedicated the whole episode of his Disney Plus show to exploring the world of gaming and has been in games like Call of Duty Black Ops 3. And we're thrilled to have him here at Summer Game Fest. Jeff Goldblum, how are you, my friend?
Thank you so much, Joffrey or Geoff or sorry, I think it's Jeff. Hey, maybe it's Jeff. Hi, Jeff. Thank you so much, sincerely, for having me. I'm thrilled to be here. Hey, I was watching your show, and I was wondering if there might be some video game world premieres, as you say. And sure enough, there is.
Yes, we do like our world premieres around here. Any chance you brought one with you today?
Well, it's funny you should say that. Yes, you could say, yes, I do. If you don't mind, I've got something here. I'm going to read it on this. There's a bit of a teleprompter putting up here, so I'm going to read something. I don't want to get it wrong. I'm very meticulous about this. So, here's a dramatic reading of this game announcement. Ready? I'll make the game announcement right now. Hello. I'm here to welcome you to a very different world. It's going to elevate you to new heights. It's going to submerge you to new depths. Maybe even challenge you to control chaos. Actually, it's going to certainly challenge you to control chaos. It's a world so-called evolved.
Dame Luisito un poquito.
Take a look at the, you guessed it, world premiere.
World premiere. Ah, Jurassic Park. Evolución 2, ¿cuál era luz? Un parque temático.
All right, this performer's new album, Jubilee, is out now, and the book Crying in H Mark is a New York Times bestseller. Here now to perform live from the upcoming open world game Sable by Raw, Fury, and Shedworks. It's Japanese Breakfast.
Ah. Como juego artístico.
So beautiful. Thank you, Michelle. Sable will be released on September 23rd this year. That's some news for you. And to learn more about this amazing game, watch the Tribeca Games Showcase. That is tomorrow, where Sable was named an official selection of the legendary festival. Now, today is just the start of Summer Game Fest. Day of the Devs with IM8-Bit and Double Fine will immediately follow the live show today. And there are more events coming all weekend and all month, including the Xbox and Bethesda Games Showcase on Sunday. It's going to be a good one. Right now, though, we're thrilled to announce the upcoming Western release of a spectacular 3D massively multiplayer online role-playing game. Welcome to the world of Lost Ark from Smilegate RPG and Amazon Games.
The Lost Ark is now but a myth. A relic from the half-remembered Chain War. But now, our world has been torn once again. The demons have returned. With roaring destruction and waking nightmares.
Los juegos roleros. Este otoño. Los juegos roleros.
Sometimes when you play a game, there's that one thing in your inventory which turned out to be far more useful than you first realized. That's kind of like Prime Gaming. If you're an Amazon Prime member, and most of you probably are, you get a ton of gaming goodies every month. This month, you can download Battlefield 4 and Batman the Telltale series completely free for PC, and there are special in-game benefits and perks in GTA Online, Valorant, Apex Legends, and more that you can unlock. It's awesome value, and honestly, this kickoff show would not have been possible without the Prime Gaming folks believing in my vision for a new way to bring you news this summer. So, head over to gaming.amazon.com and check out all the perks and free games, which change every month, but you get to keep them forever.
New content. Ah, la de Apex para Amazon. La Desert. Amazon le quiere entrar a los juegos también.
Okay, right now I'm honored to be joined by Johanna Ferris, the new GM of Call of Duty. Johanna, it's so great to have you with us here on Kickoff Live. Everyone is so excited about what Call of Duty's been doing with all these seasons, and I know looks like next week, June 17th, Season 4.
Yeah, we're super excited. We're super honored to be here, so thank you first and foremost for that. It's just such an amazing time for Call of Duty. We're experiencing such transformational growth and dynamism across the entire brand, you know, from premium title releases to everything we'll talk about today, with Warzone, with mobile, with esports, so it's just super incredible, all the work, and shout out to everybody in the Call of Duty family who makes it happen every day.
Yeah, no, I know Season 3, it was like, you know, Rambo, Die Hard now, like, who knows what's in store for Season 4, but you guys, you know, continually update the game now with new stuff. Season 4 is coming next week. What can you, this is first info on it, so what can you tell the fans watching around the world?
Yeah, we're stoked. It's jam-packed with new content across Cold War and Warzone. You know, you've got new weapons, we've got new maps, we've got badass new operators. I'm super excited about the hijacked gulag. We've got expanded zombies content for everybody who loves that part of, you know, the gameplay experience. So we're thrilled and excited to bring it forward a little bit here today.
Cuarta temporada. Comienza el 17.
World premiere trailer of Season 4, so let's take a look at that now.
Junio 17, cuarta temporada. Mírela, todo lo que va a haber. Más avioncitos. El bote que siempre sale en todos los Call of Duty.
Nivel 25.
Cuarta temporada, Call of Duty y zombies nuevos. Ya, fin. Antes del E3.
Let's move on to, you first joined Activision to run Call of Duty esports, and we're going to talk a little bit now about what is the World Series of Warzone, which is going to start on June the 22nd. First of all, tell us, what is World Series of Warzone?
Yeah, we're super excited about it. It's really a new way for us.
Que va a haber un torneo de Call of Duty en Twitch.
Call of Duty League, and now we've got some of the biggest names in gaming battling it out in Verdansk for what will be the biggest prize pool in Warzone since it's launched, right? So we'll talk a little bit about what that entails, but custom lobby experiences, 150-player, 2-a-side squad. So I'm stoked to see how they rally here in Verdansk.
Yes, coming up very soon, June 22nd. It looks like Twitch Rivals is going to be part of this.
Yeah, we are honored to be in partnership with Twitch, always, right? But certainly here with World Series of Warzone and partnering with Twitch Rivals, who's already done so much to really put competitive Warzone on display. So couldn't be in better partnership there, and we're excited to have everybody tune in.
Yes, there is one thing though that everyone has been talking about online, and that's who the captains are going to be for the structure of the World Series.
World Series, Warzone.
Getting a little bit reveal here of who some of the captains are.
Yeah, we love the first 5 captains of the first of many events to come.
Propaganda y como de un torneo que solo está en Twitch.
Personalities in Call of Duty, and they also share our passion for competitive Call of Duty, right? They really believe in the promise of World Series of Warzone and to really level up what it means to really battle it out. So couldn't be happier.
22, 23.
Also hail from the Call of Duty League family, and I'm excited to see who kind of takes the cake.
Nadie le gusta lo nuevo nunca. Y se los quitan y después, ay, era más bacano el anterior. Dice la gente. ¿Sí? Y cuando llegaron dijeron que qué feo. Qué horrible, es que solo lo único acá no era Lara Croft, que no hay que... Y se fue y ahí sí, ay, era tan bacano el anterior.
Lots of Summer Game Fest to go, but right now we've got a surprise guest joining us, my fellow Canadian, Ryan Reynolds. Hey, Ryan.
Ryan Reynolds, a ver. Ah, sí, véalo ahí.
Hello, Summer Game Fest. Now, I know what you're thinking, and no, I'm not here to announce I'm the star of Elden Ring. I think. Instead, no, I'm here to talk about good old-fashioned movies. You remember those things? Of course you don't. Look, I have a new movie coming out August 13th called Free Guy, and in this movie I play an NPC character in a popular open-world video game until I break free and I realize that it kind of sucks to be a lonely background character on an endless walk cycle. So now here's one of those world premieres. It's the first ever look at our cast on the big screen this August, and honestly, it's been so long I can't even remember who's even in this movie. I didn't say that. I'll cut that out. Yeah,
A ver.
right now. My name is Guy. I thought I had
Ah, sí.
Mondays, am I right, Joe? But then I met her.
Yes, he's an absolute troll.
Trolls exist. We can save our world, but we have to fight together.
God Guy. Hasta Ninja va a salir ahí. Chico Libre, agosto 13.
That was fun seeing Ninja poking Jackson, the guy that stream all
Sí, también vi a Ninja ahí.
Ryan had to say it, I can't say it yet. All right, up next, it won multiple awards at the Game Awards, and Among Us just keeps going. Now it's time to hear from Innersloth on what's coming next.
¿Qué otra cosa de Mondongos? Ay, sí. Otro mapa nuevo. Ya nadie juega eso. Nuevos roles. Científico. Colores y skins. Among Us.
Lots of fun ahead. And speaking of Among Us, last year you may remember the very rare Jeff Keighley mask was available as a Twitch drop around the Game Awards, never to be seen again. In fact, I often hear on Twitter from people who get booted from games with the mask because folks think they're hacked. Well, never fear, today the mask is back. Just head to Twitch, connect your account, and watch 15 minutes or more of Kickoff Live to get your very own Jeff Keighley mask. Once again, and it goes back into the vault.
Okay.
I don't know what's going on. All right. Speaking of independent developers, now I'm very happy to welcome the Summer Game Fest, the head of indies at PlayStation, a legend in his own right, who has some exciting things to share, Shuhei Yoshida. Hi, Shu.
Thanks, Jeff. Hi, everyone. I'm Shuhei Yoshida.
¿El de Play?
PlayStation Indies.
PlayStation Indies.
Independent developers are the new and unexpected games that they create, which allows us to offer an array of
Cabeza de PlayStation Indies.
In my role as Sony, it's very exciting to get to meet with these talented studios, which sometimes can be one person or a small group of friends, to help nurture their ideas and bring them to the PlayStation fans. One example is from Finji, who has been working with Greg Lobanov, the developer of WonderSong, to publish their new game Chicory, A Colorful Tale. Chicory released today and gives players the chance to experience a coloring book-style world where players use their painting powers to explore, solve puzzles, make friends, and draw on anything. Check out Chicory A Colorful Tale on PlayStation 4 or PlayStation 5 after the show. As a huge Soulspawn games fan, I totally enjoyed the beautiful 2D action adventure Salt and Sanctuary a few years ago. The developer Ska Studios has been hard at work on a new title, which I'm proud to present to you, Salt and Sacrifice.
¿Cuál?
Our sins will catch up with us.
Metroidvania. Los creadores de Shaw. Hunting Maze. Ay, está bacano, local y online. Pa' dos, para rescatar pa' dos. Salt. PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5. Salt y el servicio.
Thanks, Shu, and that's not all. Today we're also able to share with you a brand new trailer from the upcoming Annapurna and Heart Machine game, Solar Ash, which is coming to PlayStation later this year.
Heart Machine presentan al que hemos mostrado hace rato. Solar Ash.
That looks so great. Can't wait to see it later this year. Now, this week there is a ton of video game news, but there's also a big game launching across console and PC, Chivalry 2, which brings 64-player multiplayer medieval battles to life. Sledgehammers, swords, axes, you name it, and it comes from Torn Banner Studios in my hometown of Toronto, Canada. Here's a look at the launch trailer for Chivalry 2, which you can play right now. Play.
Se parece a For Honor.
Se ve así, muy muñeco, pero no así. Pero es la que es, ¿no? Oye, pero no la que es, pero...
No, es el foro, no que me regalaron una vez. Wow. Chival. Para PlayStation 4, Xbox Series, Play 5 y Xbox One.
This month, Valor for Pride is celebrating its one-year anniversary starting next Monday, June 14th.
Escuadrón
We'll
93
get an exclusive
dice
player card to celebrate the
sobre
one-year
nucleo al
anniversary
virus G.
and a hidden party
Más o menos, más o menos.
This is all leading up to the release of episode 3 of the game later this month, which will be celebrated with an epic WW Fest Unlocked Year 1 stream on June 25th. But there will also be a new agent. Who could it be? Well, here's your first very, very exclusive but very, very quick tease to whet your appetite with more to be revealed later this month during Summer Game Fest.
Más o menos, más o menos. Valorant no me gusta.
Told you, very, very quick. Alright, Warren PMC factions face off against each other in Escape Tarkov, a popular multiplayer first-person shooter video game developed by Battlestate Games. Today, we've got an exclusive new look at the streets of Tarkov, the new area of the game under development.
Escuadrón 93 dice: ¿alcanzo a perder el sabor de las cosas?
Sí, sí. Muchas veces ya estoy como en el estado de recuperación. Debilucho, como poco. Uy, qué chimba. ¿Esos valoran? No le creo. Che, ¿cómo Battlefield?
Escuadrón 93 dice: jajaja, se escucha de fondo. Yo tenía una Mariana Chochipuli Crepita que tenía 3 marranos Chochipuli Crespitos. ¿Quién los desea Chochipuli Crespara?
Sí, por fin se escuchó usted mismo.
Dice:
Era marrana, no Mariana. Sí, se escucha de fondo, estás en vivo, Miguelito. Pero ¿qué es eso? ¿Qué es eso? Está bacano, pero parece Rainbow Six. ¿Ya descargó?
Escuadrón 93 dice: ¿puro Rainbow?
Sí.
Desde arriba.
Ahí se pasa. ¿Escape de qué? Pay for escape. Está para excavar. Premier Mundial.
When I was a kid, simulation games with Peter Molyneux were some of my favorites. Adding that extra salt on the fries and the theme parks and drink sales was so devilish. Well, many of the team members behind those sim games went on to create 2 Point Studios and 2 Point Hospital. Well, today we're excited to share the first trailer for their next 2 Point simulation, 2 Point Campus.
Premier Mundial, a ver. Por ejemplo, Sims. Como los Sims. Puros Sims.
This year, I am thrilled to have Netflix as a part of Summer Game Fest. They have been doing an incredible job adapting games to series like Castlevania and Dota Anime. Well, there is a lot more coming, and you don't have to wait long to find out more. Tomorrow, I'm honored to be guest hosting Netflix's Geek Week live stream with Mario Takahashi and Cole. You can expect the first clip of the Cuphead show, which, spoiler alert, this show is going to be an absolute sensation. I can't wait for you to see it. I'll also sit down with the team behind Arcane, the League of Legends animated show coming later this year. We might also have updates on The Witcher and the live-action Resident Evil series. Geek Week is streaming live tomorrow at 9 a.m. Pacific, noon Eastern. Here's a little sneak peek.
Netflix presenta.
We aren't done with Netflix just yet, though. Coming up next is Smite, a cross-play, cross-platform game that continues to do some pretty amazing IP crossovers. You may remember last
¿Timbraron?
Avatar: The Last Adventure. As Smite enters its 9th year, it's time to go upside down.
Stranger Things. ¿De lo que otro juego? ¿A colaboración? Hooper.
Next up, we announce a lot of games. This is the first time we are announcing an entirely new game label, new game publisher. Enjoy this first look at more than 12 games that make up its initial slate.
Is that who you are?
My purpose makes me who I am. We relied on to succeed for others to fail.
Vamos en combate de equipo, ¿no? Atrás tiene a uno, sí, allá me mató y me mataron. lo original. Mi madre volvió a caer allá. Mi madre le activa.
Praymator.
Uy, me bajó el escudo.
There you have it, Prime Matter, Payday 3-2, and there's actually one more game added to the mix, and for that we go to Todd Hollinshead from Saber. Todd, how you doing?
I'm great, Jeff. Thank you for the intro there. I'm really excited to have a little last edition, which is that Saber and Prime Matter are working together on a new game in the Painkiller franchise.
Painkiller.
All right, very cool on that, and there are more details on Prime Matter coming tomorrow with a stream at noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern, and I will be stopping by. Next up is a brand new IP from a brand new studio, Stray Bombay. It's coming this fall only to Xbox, PC, and Game Pass on day one. It's called The
¿Cuál?
a four-player cooperative first-person shooter set aboard a massive starship stranded at the edge of explored space. You team up with your friends in an infinitely replayable fight against alien hordes to unlock perks, weapons, and new ways to play that you can share with your team. Here is the world premiere trailer.
A ver, ¿cuál? Shooter de primera persona.
Hello?
¡Ay, qué chimba! Se ve todo tieso, pero veo bacano. Anacrusis.
I call them brutes.
Diana
Brutus.
We'd sound smart calling them brutes.
You don't want to get in here and help my these? No, I'm
Xbox Series.
Awesome look. Thanks for that chat, Team Stray Bombay. Tomorrow, tune in to Summer Game Fest for a special deep dive presentation on New World, a new open world MMO from Amazon Games set on the supernatural island of Eternity. It's finally coming out later this summer, and in a deep dive video, game director Scott Lane will take players to the mysterious supernatural island that is a world of wonder and horror. Once you arrive, it's up to you to unite warring human factions to take on a common enemy, the Tempest, who wants to unmake life. Scott and the team will detail updates to the game, including new mid and end-game content, more PvE and expeditions, 5-player challenges with unique mechanics, bosses, loot, and more. 6 of these expeditions will be at launch, with the closed beta on July 20th and the public launch on August 31st. I will also be down at the studio to chat with Scott about the game and the team's efforts over the past year in the midst of COVID. It is exciting for me to finally be able to get out there, visit game studios again. I miss all these developers. So check out the special deep dive stream on New World tomorrow at 8 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Eastern at summergamefest.com.
Okay.
All right, well, back in 2018, Rocket teamed up with Fast and Furious, bringing some of the sagas from
Rápido y Furioso.
the game. And now they are back with a twist that is truly Rocket League with Fast 9, the next installment of the Fast Saga, arriving at USC on June 25th. Psyonix is bringing back the Nissan Skyline, Dodge Charger, maybe the most literal, supersonic, acrobatic, rocket-powered heist car ever conceived, the F9 Pontiac Fiero.
Otra Premier Mundial.
Strap a rocket engine to a car and play soccer. seems like the right idea to me. The Fast and Furious 3-car bundle arrives June 17th in Rocket League. Okay, next up, last year, a new Swedish company named Sharkmoth released a teaser for their first unnamed multiplayer project in the Vampire the Masquerade universe. Tonight, we're putting a name on their first game with a brand new world premiere trailer.
Shark. Nope. Okay.
No, dice como 4 de ese pedazo hay. No, hay gatos, hay de pedacillos. Han llegado a bajar un poco.
¿Qué es eso?
No, que hay una escopeta igual a la que tenemos nosotros. Hasta dando el pedazo, se va a matarle el pedazo a ellos también.
Son los poderes sobrenaturales. ¿Qué tal, Royal? Define tu look. Cazadores de sangre. Vampire.
Lo bajé y me bajaron.
I can't wait to play this game, and we actually won't have to wait long. You can sign up now for the bloodhunt.com is where you go for the closed alpha PC test available on July 2nd. Bloodhunt will be released later this year. Next game series from the creators of Until Dawn continues with the House of Ashes, part of the Dark Pictures anthology. This third game features American and Iraqi soldiers stranded in a cursed temple. Here's the story trailer with the exclusive reveal of the monsters lurking in the depths.
Otra premiera, a ver. Otra expansión de Vaino.
Satellite sweeps of the war zone have uncovered what appears to be an underground storage facility. Suspects where chemical weapons are hidden, so we need to move fast.
Is extremely brave or extremely foolish. Brothers in arms, or will it be a case of each man for himself? You teeter on the edge of an abyss. Survival depends on the choices you make. Maybe it is yours, guiding you through the unknown. Or a nightmare is not so tormenting. One by one, their lights will be snuffed out, unless you can find the means to save them. Trapped beneath the earth, swallowed by the void. Will you find the path to salvation, or be lost in the darkness forever?
¿Ya? ¿No? Ya.
22 de octubre.
one of the longest, most beloved JRPG franchises in the industry is the Tales of series. Well, the latest game, Arise, was announced 2 years ago, and it brings the franchise into stunning 3D with Unreal Engine 4. Here's a world premiere look at the latest trailer, with more information following in the coming weeks.
Fancy place they got here. Harmony and coexistence between the remnants and the demons. I don't need your cause. Should you need my skills on the battlefield, all I care for is maintaining peace.
I'm Captain Kisara of the Elder Guard. From now on, when I fight to protect my dream.
Well, this crew just gets bigger and bigger. The remnants seems like a vision running true.
Puro rol.
Been looking for you. It's only just begun.
Y ya los hombres que acá no están, ¿no?
For Summer Game Fest, we have a special announcement for you. That the console version of Sky Children of the Light will arrive to Nintendo Switch on June 29th. And the Little Prince season would start soon after, on July 6th. Enjoy the game.
One of the things I take great pleasure in is using a platform like this show to introduce you to new developers and studios with games that deserve the spotlight. That's definitely the case with this next title from a small Swedish studio named Wishfully. Planet of Lana tells the story of a young girl and her loyal friend who embark on a mission through a colorful world that's designed to feel like a washed watercolor painting come to life. Here's your first look at Planet of Lana, coming to Xbox and PC in 2022.
Voy, ya casi por la casa.
Un cofre mágico, perro.
¿Toca Leona?
No. Me equivoqué ahí con eso. Disculpa. Disparé.
¿Gato?
Sí, ya, ni me lo puse. ¿Cómo toca abrirlo?
Listo, pero vamos a verlo. Yo le doy y tú le das.
¿Los dos al mismo tiempo?
No. Si te sale un punto débil, no te tienes que darle. Acá le doy yo. Espérate. Ahora tú. Te va a salir un punto débil, a ti tienes que darle en el punto débil. Donde te muestra el punto débil. ¿Listo? Eso, donde te muestra el punto débil. Ahora yo, quieto. Ahora voy yo. Acá. Ahora vas tú. Busca el punto débil y dale. Ahora voy yo. Busca el punto débil y dale. Ahora vas tú, dale. Ahora voy yo, quieto. Ahora vas tú, dale. Ya. Ahora voy yo. Y tú. Y yo. Y listo, se abrió. Vea todo lo que da. Coja usted una y yo cojo la otra.
¿Tengo nada más una qué?
¿Me dieron?
Una bala.
Sí. Cada vez que tú te hagas un punto de vista, cada vez que me hagas algo me dices. Porque eso dan cosas para arreglar los otros muñecos adicionales que no están en el mapa.
Tengo a usted esta dorada y ya deme la morada.
interested. Ah, estoy reclamándolo a ella. Ahora sí, terminemos de lootear.
En Steam.
Para Xbox Series. No, ya tengo todo el escudo.
What a beautiful artistic game. Honored to have that on our show. Well, joining me now is Aaron Keller, who's the game director of Overwatch 2. Aaron, great to have you here on Kickoff Live. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, we are excited to learn more about what's planned for Overwatch 2. You guys recently had a PvP live stream and revealed some changes coming to Overwatch 2. What can you tell us? What's the latest?
Yeah, so we recently announced that Overwatch 2's format is changing to a 5v5 team format. This requires a fresh look at all of our heroes in the game. It should feel new yet familiar to fans of our strategic team-based combat.
Yeah, it was great to see you guys playing.
En el maletín rojo pagué los recibos y ahí me dieron la última revista. Sí, yo no uso eso. Y Emanuel juega y pinta en la parte de atrás siempre. Miren esos bolsillos grandes a ver si está por ahí.
And one aspect of that is creating entirely
No voy a hablar y me dejo sueño ya.
all of our heroes. So today we're going to be looking to Baptiste and Sombra.
All right, well, let's take a look here, and you're going to tell us about what we're seeing, but it's so cool to see these characters on Overwatch 2. So yeah, what do we got here?
Yeah, so this is Baptiste, and there's a lot of new technology that go into our models. We have new share shader tech, in order to get the look that we're going for with his haircut. He also has a glowing cape and gloves that kind of give that medic or surgeon vibe to him. Thank you. Yep, so next up is Sombra. This was a very challenging look for us to update. It's an asymmetrical design. There's so many layers of hair and clothing.
Overwatch.
If you look closely, you can actually see the circuitry and the nodes embedded in her clothing. She's a world-class hacker, so it all makes sense.
No, again, it's so great for fans to see these characters. The first game updated for Overwatch 2, and we can't wait to see more on the game. We appreciate you giving us a little sneak preview here, and I'm sure there'll be more later this year on Overwatch 2.
You bet. Thank you.
Awesome. All right, thanks very much, Aaron. Now, recently I had a chance to play Dungeons & Dragons Dark Alliance with the game developer Jeff Adam, Hannibal Buress, and Ember Moon from WWE. That's right, you didn't expect me to say that. But this game is a ton of fun, and it's coming to Game Pass on June 22nd. Take a look.
Creo que solo hay uno, los que están en la
Hey guys, it's Jim McKinley, and today as part of Summer Game Fest, we are going hands-on with the game that's coming out in just a couple of weeks. It is Dark Alliance. We've got Jeff, one of the game developers for 2K Jeff, special guests, Hannibal Buress, and Ember Moon.
Okay, that looks like a trap.
Whoa, nice. Oh my god. Traps.
Oh, shit. Oh, no, you get that. A warrior's death if I die again. Hey. Oh! Watch it. Oh! Oh no, I can't believe I'm down. I'm down, people.
The developer's down.
The developer's down.
So, Ember, I know you really wanted to be Driss.
Absolutely. I've read all the books, especially the Driss backstory, and I just connected with it on such an intimate level to the point where my wrestling character that everyone sees on TV is actually based on this character. The red eyes, even though Driss has purple. I just love everything about him, and he's just constantly the good guy the entire time. Beach chef.
We don't want any dessert.
Hey,
Damn, what a death. Find some weird drinks tonight because of that.
Act complete.
That was great.
Paladins.
All right, Summer Game Fest Kickoff Live presented by Prime Gaming continues. Yesterday was an amazing tease of the next Battlefield from EA. If you want to dust up on the history of the franchise, its last big modern day game, that was Battlefield 4. It's this month. Prime Gaming members get to download it and play it free through June 20th. Now, there's no catch. This is the full-blown PC version of the 2013 game, and those only in Battlefield moments still hold up. Gaming.amazon.com to redeem your free copy right now if you are an Amazon Prime member. And this Sunday, watch the Xbox Bethesda Game Showcase for the first gameplay footage of Battlefield 2042. It's going to be really cool. All right now, let's take a look at another world premiere. Monster Hunter Stories is coming to the Switch in July. We've got your first look.
Solo en Switch.
No, no, dame las balas y... Pero no las balas. Ah, solo tiene una. No, no, solo tiene una. Déjala ahí entonces. Escondida.
¿Ah, de celular?
¿No la agarraron? No, no. Aunque... Sí, gasta a lo mejor. Nadie la coge. Cuando la encuentra la tiene abajo. Vamos para arriba.
Stories 2.
Gracias por eso.
¡Toma! Hace más silencio.
A mí me mandó lejos este loco.
Next, this legendary rock band hits the road this summer on the Hell Mega Tour with Green Day and Fall Out Boy. But first, they came together with an indie developer to create stream-safe music for the community. Yes, you can co-stream this performance. So turn up, premiering their brand new, never-before-released song, Tell Me What You Want, from Wavebreak. This is Weezer!
¿Qué? Wizard.
¿Me bajó? ¿Me bajó uno? No sé cómo me bajó uno ahí.
Osos. Ositos.
Corre, corre, corre enseguida.
Right.
Vamos, ven. Hay más gente ahí. Nunca ya se bajó. Acá hay otro cerquita. ¿Tienes suficiente balas?
Hay suave.
Hay uno de arriba. Le miré 104, le miré 104. Se me fue. Se me metió los arbustos allá. Le miré 104.
¿Cuál arbustos? a 11. Quedan 9, loco. Como por ahí está tratando y te van a zumbar acá en este. Vámonos por acá, vámonos por acá. ¿Tienes escudo, Luisito? No, tomen. Tengo escudo. Ahí nos montamos la nave. Y ya vamos por el barco abajo. Vamos por la nave. Voy echando. Allá, vamos por la nave. Vamos, aquí no voy a ir ahí. Me están dando por ahí, ya la abrieron. No voy a la está encima del auto. Entonces hay alguien abajo por ahí.
That was so amazing. Thank you, Rivers, guys, for that. Both the song and the game released tomorrow on PC, Nintendo Switch, music streaming platforms, Twitch soundtrack, and the limited edition 7-inch vinyl on IM 8-bit. All right, well, right now, let's turn to a game that we announced last year at the Game Awards, Endless Dungeon from Amplitude. We showed a brief glimpse of gameplay in December, and fans wanted more. Well, here's an extended look at Endless Dungeon.
Puros juegos ahí de PC. Sega.
Veo uno. Hay uno. Como que te estoy diciendo, me está caitando, déjalo que se mate. Ya cayó uno ya. Ya uno vivo de ellos.
Derrotado Cristal.
Protect that unstable dust ball crystal. Because of their cap. You go. Yep. Just like that. Rule number 3. Even if you've got the guns, the turrets, and crystal, you can't do everything by yourself. If you fight alone, you die alone. Together again. And rule number 4? Well, if you've got all that going, but you still can't win, you gotta choose a squad. Team.
What are you guys doing tonight? If you're lucky enough to have a PS5, you're probably getting ready to play Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart. I've been playing it and having a ton of fun. And later today, the team at Insomniac is going to be doing a special launch stream on Twitch. And to tell us more, take it away, Marcus and Mike.
Hey Jeff and everybody watching Summer Games Fest Kickoff Live. Marcus Smith here, creative director at Insomniac Games for Ratchet. We're excited that players finally get a chance to play the game tomorrow to celebrate. We want to spend some more time with you today. At 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern, to live stream the Isn't that right, Mike?
That's right. I'm Mike Daly, the game director of Rift Apart. In addition to playing through the opening of the game, you'll also be taking your questions live and talking about what it was like to develop the game behind the scenes. So please join us at twitch.tv/Insomniac Games at 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern.
Anónimo, mira, ni conmigo fuera porque era porque no era anónimo. Anónimo siempre juega más.
Ventura.
All right, we're now about to be joined by the one and only Giancarlo Esposito to talk Far Cry 6. Giancarlo, thank you for joining us. Why did you want to take on this role?
They came to me with this phenomenal idea and had proposed that I play Anton Castillo, the leader of Yara, with this big vision and dream for his country. And it really appealed to me because he was a guy who first came from a love of his family and a love of his community and country. And it was so in line with what's going on in the world politically today and what has happened in the past. I thought, what a great opportunity. The other part of it is it's just a different technology that's so brand new. It excites me as a filmmaker that I want to be a part of it.
All right, well, you played some absolutely amazing villains in your career. What was it like being a video game villain?
No, I'm not a villain. I gotta push back on you. I'll let you finish. But this guy loves his country. He wants to empower you, Keely. He wants to empower you to stand up and speak your truth. Now you can go back to calling me a villain if you like.
Well, you are smiling like a fox. You're a good guy, right?
I am, because I feel like we as human beings fall in line. And I want to be a renegade within reason, really like that, because I think part and parcel of us falling in line doing what we need to do and thinking about the cumulative effect of our doing what's right, and the example of that is also to stand up and say, no, I do agree that there are good and bad about all people, but this guy, out of his love and passion for his people, even if they're faceless to him at certain points in time, allow him to be an absolute hero.
Speaking of your character, who did you base him on or study to create this character?
It's so interesting because, of course, the obvious choice to study is Fidel Castro, and it is Cuba, an island that had so many resources, but really the dream of the ability of the dictator to cultivate those resources, something got in the way there, and hopefully that can change in the years to come. It's funny you asked me that question because I was just talking to one of my daughters about Ceausescu and also Hitler, because we were talking about zodiac signs and what signs were certain people. What is that mindset that has you wanting to have power over others? And for each dictator, it's different. She never heard of Ceausescu and studied political science and all this. So anyway,
all right, well, one last question for you. Who would win in a square-off between Gus Fring, Moff Gideon, and Anton?
You know, I have my favorites in those two, so you asked me this question. And you know, immediately I say Moff Gideon. Immediately. You know, somehow I think Gus is colder and displays that coldness in a very particular way. You know, I think Anton could be the most violent man on earth, but given his situation, he may not rise to that occasion or may not have the time. Moff Gideon is otherworldly. This guy thinks in a different way. He knows what you're thinking before you say it, and he does all his own dirty work, and he has an incredible tool to help him out. So I'm going to say Moff Gideon.
Fair enough. All right, John Carlo, thank you so much for hanging out with us. We will check out the Revolution in Far Cry 6.
And I can't wait for it to begin. Let the game begin!
Awesome. All right, thank you so much, John Carlo. If you haven't picked up on it yet, Prime Gaming unlocks a ton of in-game benefits for Amazon Prime members, like an exclusive Valkyrie skin in Apex Legends, $200,000 in GTA cash every week you play GTA Online, and in Fall Guys you get a special Burning Circuits costume for your beanie through June 21st. Now, speaking of Fall Guys, the time has come to reveal a brand new costume coming to the game based on a legendary game franchise.
Fall Guys.
Organizing the clash is my way of uncovering hidden talents, and hopefully this time
Gage Impact.
So today we've announced games,
De
a publisher,
desviación,
Prime Matter, so
juegos.
we've announced a developer too. And joining me now are Dave Anthony and Jason Blundell from the newly formed Deviation Games. We know you guys well from all your amazing work over the years at Treyarch and Call of Duty Black Ops, but what can we expect from your new studio, guys?
Well, thanks, Jeff. And look, Jason and I, we've been mates for donkey's years. And we're like an old married couple, Jeff. And we've been working together for decades. And we've worked on some huge franchises. You know the games, you know, they've done well. And we thought, you know, when you're working on those franchises, the long-established IPs, you're working within very, very tight constraints creatively about what you can do. So we thought, after all these years, you know, what if we deviated? So that's Deviation Games. So Jeff, just trust me, all bets are off. From day one, we've got complete financial security to work with creative freedom and time, not just to make a brand new IP, which is what we're doing, but a groundbreaking new IP with innovation at its very core. And the team at Deviation Games, the culture we have is really, really simple. There's no place for ego. It's the best idea that always wins, and that's Deviation Games.
All right, well, big ideas from you guys as we would expect. Now, I know it's very early and there is nothing to show on the game today, but can you tell us a bit about what kind of game you're making? What can we expect?
Yeah, I mean, you're very right there, Jeff. Very early, but a lot of exciting stuff going on. So essentially we spent the last year building the team, right? And so what we knew was we wanted to collect passionate, creative, collaborative people, bring them together kind of under one roof, and that's what Deviation Games is. So yeah, we don't have anything to show right now, but that collaboration, that imagination is going on, and we're going to have something that's going to, I think, leave an indelible mark in the industry when we come out.
All right, well, with you guys involved, as I said, we're excited about it. There is one more piece of the puzzle, though, that you want to reveal today. For that, let's take a look at this. Okay, big news, the stage has changed. Blue of PlayStation, so you're partnering with PlayStation. What can you tell us about that partnership?
That's right, Jeff. And the partnership with PlayStation, it's all about quality. From soup to nuts, this project is all about quality. And our team of deviators that we have back in the studio, we're doing this for you. We are so proud of you. And the partnership with Sony is very, very simple. I mean, God, just look at the track record of consistency, of high quality games that they do. Hit after hit, award after award. And now we've been part of this process and we see how they do things. It's really clear how they're managing to accomplish that. So we couldn't be more proud to expand PlayStation's portfolio, which we're going to do in a very, very significant way.
I mean, let's just face it, Sony rocks. They get our kind of brand new, so we're very happy with the partnership.
All right, so Deviation Games, PlayStation, brand new IP, a mega IP, it sounds like, coming in the future, and hopefully we'll see you guys again in the future to see more on what you're working on.
Thanks a lot.
Awesome. All right, Dave, Jason, thank you very much, guys. All right, well, this year is the 30th anniversary of Sonic the Hedgehog, and later this month, we are honored to be premiering the full Sonic Symphony performance. But right now, here's the Philharmonic Orchestra in Prague performing the music of Sonic Unleashed.
atrás. Vamos. Sí, acá. Escalera, necesito yo lo escudo. También viene atrás. Viene atrás, viene atrás. Allá en la meta.
Love orchestra music. All right, Sunday, Warner Brothers Games and Turtle Rock will be giving players a new look at the zombie multiplayer fun of Back 4 Blood. And right now, we've got a quick tease of a new boss and news on the beta coming later this summer.
War Premiere. Otra vez Left 4 Dead. Moderno. Ay, me asustó.
Este manacho que es un oso, ¿no es cierto?
Ajá.
Esto es una osa, pero también empieza por O.
Osa y oso.
Porque
Olla.
aquí es de colores.
La vocal con la que comienza el nombre de cada dibujo. Oso, olla, oso. Esos dibujos todos raros, no parece un oso, ¿verdad? Ay, el 5 de agosto, ja. Lava la losa.
One of the things I'm most passionate about is getting you guys access to play more games at home. Last year, Steam and Xbox did incredible demo events around Summer Game Fest, and this year, Steam's Next Fest starts next Wednesday, and Xbox is back again to do an ID at Xbox demo event, which I'm announcing right now. It starts on Tuesday, and it's completely free, no badges required. One of the games I'm most excited about in the lineup is Tunic, from my fellow Canadian Andrew Scholes. Here he is to give you a little sneak preview of the brand new demo, which you can exclusively play on Xbox starting on Tuesday.
Hi, my name is Andrew Scholes. I'm working on Tunic, which is an isometric action-adventure about a tiny fox in a big world.
Ah, el de celular. Que pasaba para consola.
First started working on it about 6 years ago. It's been changing a lot over the years, but I'm really excited about what we've got. So in Tunic, you start the game, you are a little fox that's washed up on the beach, and you don't have a whole lot of context except for, a lust for adventure, and you wander off, and maybe you're going to find a stick, and maybe you can venture a little bit further, maybe you're going to find a sword. It's really about that sense of discovery, about wondering what's around the next corner. People have played the game at shows before, but we wanted to put together a brand new demo that was for the home audience. And so it's full of never before seen stuff, a brand new dungeon, a bunch of areas people haven't seen before.
So excited about Tunic, and Sable also is going to be one of the games in that, along with a lot of other awesome titles. So check that out next week on Xbox. Next up, Stave of Ragnarok, this ancient Norse
Porque dice marca con un icono los conjuntos que tienen figuras de igual forma y color. Son todos, ¿no es cierto?
Marca con un chulito los dos conjuntos que tienen figuras de igual forma y color. Sí, porque este ya no tiene la misma forma.
The giants have come to Midgard, and you have been chosen to protect this realm. But your first task is to find some new clothes that aren't drafted. Your tribe's journey starts.
¿Qué es eso?
Hunt down pets, gather rare resources, and explore the untamed world. Once you've plundered all you can carry, return to your village and use those resources to forge.
Parece un indie fest.
You must protect the seed of Yggdrasil at all costs. For this world and everything in it when we destroy it. So take heed. Everything dries when the sun sets. Destroy these dark spirits before they destroy the seed. Each victorious knight makes way for a new day, to venture into new lands, live to greater heights, and face fiercer creatures, and
tribus de Midgar.
Acá hay... Coge uno.
Who's ready for some Evil Dead? We announced this game last December at TGA, and now it's time for an extended look at the gameplay. To tell us more, let's turn it over to my friend, Tim Willits from Saber.
Hi, Jeff. It's great to see you. Today, we have some extended footage of The Evil Dead, the game. We are excited to show you this, and to help me explain it is Bruce Campbell. Thank you.
Evil Dead, otro juego de Evil Dead.
Hola, cyber friends. I'm Bruce Campbell. You know me as Ash Williams, the dude who saved the world from evil. I'm here to bring you the lowdown on the upcoming Evil Dead, the game. You and your friends will team up as classic Evil Dead heroes to live the nightmare. You'll use savage finishing moves or tear evil a new one. Or, if you're not into the whole save the world thing, you have another option. Itself. But who would want to do that? He'd be a dick. With the power of possession in your arsenal, you can scare those goody two-shoes to death. Literally, you can do that. If you're a dick. Whether you choose the path of evil or righteousness, you'll be throwing down in places you've seen before. You'll collect pages of the Necronomicon, uncover Novi's lost tapes, and track down other legendary.
Sí, ya sé que está la letra roja.
You grabbed it up.
Pero no se mueve. Ah, doble roja.
Okay, guys, now it's time for the grand finale of the show. This is extremely special. Today, I am so deeply honored to be given the opportunity to share this next game. It comes from one of our industry's most acclaimed developers and a previous Game of the Year winner at the Game Awards. I want to personally thank this developer for believing in my vision of Summer Game Fest as a new way to bring all of us together for a cross-industry showcase and kick off the summer in the right way. So, without further ado, please sit back and enjoy this truly spectacular world premiere. It is finally time.
Nada bueno.
Vente para acá, por este lado. La torreta está ahí.
¿El del ring?
Hasta acá, ven. ¿Dónde está? Acá está. Eso te hizo el mal.
Oh, si me batearon, Luisito, de momento. Nada, pa. ¿Qué le dio? Ah, me cayó por la espalda. No. Qué espaldera, mamá. ¿Cómo que tiene la escopeta? Sí, es que... No hay palos para por ahí para arriba. Viene. Eso, pon la escopeta y la arma. Eso, muy bien. Vete, rápido. Ah, no te caiga. Ponla allá. No importa que sube. Hay uno va subiendo. No te mates. La escopeta no la alcanza a coger. Mira, bueno. Esto. Ok, ahora. No queda escopeta, cambia la escopeta. ¿Cuántos quedan? 4. Quedan 3 contra ti. Mira, esto es un poco más rápido. Vienen de caro. Con la morada después, ya de lejos. Y lo va con la morada.
Hold the ring. Bueno, al menos mostrar un poquito más. ¿Hasta enero?
It actually happened. Elden Ring is coming, as you saw, January 21st, 2022 to next gen, current gen. It's so incredible, and I want to thank so much Izaki-san and the team at From for sharing that in-game look at Elden Ring. I hope you guys are happy. Oh my god, I'm free! Out of prison, all right? That's going to do it for Summer Game Fest Kickoff Live. Thank you so much to all the developers who took part, and for you and watching around the world, it means so much to me. Summer Game Fest continues all weekend with Netflix Geek Week, Prime Matter tomorrow, Ubisoft Forward on Saturday, and Xbox and Bethesda on Sunday, Square Enix as well. Head to summergamefest.com for the full and complete schedule, and this is really just the kickoff to summer and a ton of other amazing events that I'm fully supportive of. I'm very excited to see what they have in store for us. As for me, I'll see you again on August 25th for Gamescom Opening Night Live. And this December, I am so happy to say that the Game Awards will return as an in-person ceremony at the Microsoft Theater in Los Angeles. More details are coming later this summer. Thanks again for being a part of Summer Game Fest. We will see you tomorrow for more, and stay tuned for the Day of the Devs with Ian 8-Bit and Double Fine right now. Good night, everybody.
¿Ya eso fue todo?
El otro cayó. Queda uno, está arriba. No lo vas a curar. Dispara y tumba de la construcción. Eso. Que no lo cure.
Eso fue todo. Gracias por vernos.
Sí, vete. Ya lo paró porque lo cogió.
Hello and welcome to the digital showcase of the best of independent games, brought to you by Double Fine and Ian 8-Bit. We've been putting on the show for 9 years. Usually in person here in San Francisco, people can come for free and meet developers and play great games and listen to music and have a great time together. And we can't wait to get back to that, but until we can, we're going to still keep bringing games to you so you can check them out via this magical digital medium that we have here. We put out a call for submissions, and people from around the world sent in their games. And in fact, this year was a record number of submissions. So Day of the Devs is bigger than ever, and the games are really good. And we picked the best ones to show you here today. I want to thank our generous sponsors for their contributions, because we really couldn't have done this without their help, so thanks to them. I always get so inspired when I see this collection of games, because the talent and inspiration and creativity on display just makes me really excited to be part of this art form and industry, both to make games and to play them, and I just feel really excited afterwards, so I hope you do too. So please enjoy Day of the Devs.
So you all probably know Axiom Verge. It's very popular. Metroidvania came out now 6 years ago, believe it or not. And ever since Tom Happ, the original creator, has been working on a sequel
Jump 2.
En el cine para acá siempre hay buenas maletas. Mínimo como 6 golpes. Es que como lo bajé, me había botado la vieja de una.
Hello, I'm Tom Happ. I'm really excited to share with you some new details about Axiom Verge 2. Axiom Verge 2 plays a bit different from the original game, whereas the main character, Trace, uses a projectile-based weapon in the first game. Inverse combat style is primarily melee. But Bruce Strike isn't Inverse primary. It is a contest of mind over matter. Inverse ability to and alter their behavior gives her a strong advantage no matter how forward the game. In Axiom Verge 2, it will be possible to complete the game without fighting any of the bosses. I've talked to many people who love exploring worlds in Axiom Verge, only to get stuck at a boss they just couldn't get past. And that ended the game experience for them. For players out there who love a good boss fight, they're there and will be rewarded for their efforts. But if you prefer to run right past them and keep exploring, that's a completely valid way of experiencing Axiom Verge 2. Axiom Verge 2 will be here before you, and I'm looking forward to seeing everyone discover all the mysteries it has to offer. Oh, and one more thing. In addition to PC and Switch, we're excited to announce Axiom Verge 2 is also coming to PlayStation 4 and 5.
I just can't keep it with this next game. It's so delightful. It's pure glee in a game brought to you by the gang at something we made out of Sweden. It's called Toem. It has the best art style and is just pure happiness. Try not to spawn.
Hello.
Hejsan.
My name is Nicholas.
And I'm Lucas.
And we are Something We Made. And we're excited today to show our game called Toem. You play as an amateur photographer on a journey to see the magical phenomenon known as Toem. But first, you need to get there by bus. And to earn your bus rides, you need to help the various quirky characters found in the different regions. The photographing guild will challenge your photographic skills with specific challenges. As you stroll along various locales, you'll run into puzzles that will have you using different tools.
Sandy Barrero dice: hola. Sandy Barrero dice: no me lo crees, pero esto me salió en recomendados.
Hola Santi, ¿cómo vas? Sí, eso veo. A varias personas nuevas está recomendando.
There's a lot to see in photography tour. And many friends to meet along the way.
Esqueleto.
We ourselves are based in a super small town called Paulson, which is pretty calm and tranquil. We want to try to capture that inside the game.
1808.
Hopefully make you feel at peace and content while playing. Hopefully you have a great time playing Toa, and we can't wait to see it close.
Solo tomar fotitos.
Get to wish list on Steam.
That's what he said.
Our next game pits you against your friends to run the fastest time through a series of dungeons. This is Phantom Abyss from Team Weeby and Devolver Digital.
Hi, I'm Ben Aaron, Team Weeby, and I'm lead designer of Phantom Abyss.
Phantom Abyss.
Pablo Edilberto Araque Gómez dice: ¿qué hace cuando juega en Tolima?
¿Qué hace cuando juega el Tolima? Pablo. ¿Qué hace Pabliño? ¿Todo bien? Él juega el Tolima hoy, creo que a las 5, no me acuerdo bien. Está malísima esa transmisión, hasta ahora la reviso. Súper lenta.
Phantom Abyss is an asynchronous multiplayer game where temples are filled with the phantoms, previous players who tried a temple before you and died.
Pero eso ya es problema acá
they'll seal off that temple, meaning only one
de la
person
hora
in
del
the world
internet que
can
está
ever
mal
be
dado.
a specific temple.
¿Qué es eso? Parece puro.
Players are equipped with a whip, which they can use to climb obstacles and interact with the world around them.
Pablo Araque.
Pablo Edilberto Araque Gómez dice: bueno, ¿y cómo van las apuestas?
No las he revisado las apuestas. No las he revisado todavía.
As players delve deeper into a temple, they become hunted by that temple's guardian. Guardians are incredibly powerful beings that will stop at nothing to prevent you from claiming a right.
Ush. Trampas como Tomb Raider.
Types of whips that players can use in the game, which have their own strengths and weaknesses. You can also spend coins during a run to receive powerful blessings.
Dilberto Araque Gómez. Dice, y esos juegos son de estreno.
Sí, son juegos de estreno. Ush. ¿Poco era un gatito? Ah, no. ¿Juegan en línea?
Our next title is a heartwarming tale of fruits, fungi, and frogs. It's all about a little grape who is tasked with caretaking their island home and protecting it from invasive rot. Much like my own gardening experience out here, this is a game of questing, combat, cultivation, and building a community of pals. This is Garden Story.
Se saca la verita. Fruta y verdura. Eso parece un Pokémon. Una frambuesa. Que Samuel compró uno así, pero porque entonces un arco y pelea y luego es un gato normal. Yo Jonathan y conseguí una gata y no puedo. Y no la puedo conquistar porque me tiene rabona. Es de solo gatos. Así. Que lo compró para Switch y yo. Pero que se trata de solo historia de gatos. Gatos, gatos por todo lado. Uy. Ahora aceptado. Pero todo trata la frambuesa esa.
Hey everyone, my name's Will Lewis. I'm the co-founder of Rose City Games, and we are publishing Garden Story. Garden Story is being developed by our friend Kiko Graham, with music by our friend Graham Nesbitt. There's a lot to do in Garden Story. It's combat, exploration, management, where you're constantly learning about new characters and about parts of the island that you're kind of helping put back together. Moving between the seasonal villages of your island, you take on a lot of requests and challenges to help your community and discover a history between characters and what's been going on there recently. There's this omnipresent, mysterious enemy called the Rot that's been popping up in force. And it's your job as the island's new guardian to take it on, even though you are the youngest greenling there. It's so fun to explore the really charming and chill elements of the game.
Como el de Cindy, solo siempre. Semillas.
There's really just a lot to discover. A lot of mystery mixed in with the gameplay, and a lot of really great atmosphere with how the art and the music comes together. The combination of some of Garden Story's more classic game inspiration with that chilled out, bright art and music style is really special to us. It's really easy to jump in and feel good about living in the world. The art and animation, music and sound effects bring something really, really new while making sure that you are comfortable in the game and feel right at home, despite all the new challenges in front of Little Guardian Concord. We can't wait to see you in the Grove when Garden Story comes out this summer.
Whether you've been trying to perfect sourdough or just get through all the piles of panic bought pasta you've accumulated, quite a few of us have spent a lot of time in the kitchen this past year. This next game aims to take your real-life cooking abilities to the next level, whether you're a seasoned chef or a culinary catastrophe. It's a super chill cooking sim that specifically explores the fascinating world of Philippine, Korean, and Japanese cuisines. Sit back and allow us to nourish your senses. This is
Pablo I'm Gwen Foster from Chicken Club, and we're a collective of game developers making a game called Soup.
De Cookie Mama.
Soup Pot is a chaotic and chill cooking simulator that allows players to discover more than 100 different recipes from different regions, all of which can be accessed in a social media app called Cookbook.
Take me back my energy. Ito yung bawang na I cannot see. Panghalo ko sa delicacy.
What makes our game unique is that there are no fail states. We wanted players to be able to learn and fail and have fun with cooking. Cooking has always been part of many games, but has rarely been the central mechanic. With Soup Pot, we work with chefs and cooks to make sure that the recipes in-game you could also make in real life. For the first time, we are showing that Soup Pot is just not limited to dishes that can be made with cooking pots. You can also grill and skewer. At Chicken Club, we love games like Overcooked, Cooking Simulator, Hot Pot for One, and Moonglow Bay. We hope that our game makes you love cooking just as much as we do.
Next game comes from Glitchy's studio in France. This is a musical story. It's a beautiful adventure game that trades in dialogue trees for rhythm-based gameplay.
Hello everyone, I'm Charles Bardin, game designer and co-composer at the French video game company Glitchy Studio, and the game we're going to show you today is called A Musical Story.
Una historia de música.
Did we make it? Where am I? Wait, who am I? Am I dreaming? I can hear music. This is our music. This was our dream.
In a musical story, you play music to unlock memories. The game is set against a 70s backdrop with influences from Pink Floyd, Led Zeppelin or Jimi Hendrix, and tells the story of Gabriel, a young musician trying to come to terms with his situation through the connections to his musical memory. Gabriel and his friends decide to participate in the legendary Pinewood Festival. Gabriel will experience friendship, love, but also very hard times as he struggles with addiction. The entire story is told without using a single word. The gameplay is very different from any musical game you know, as there's no visual playhead on screen. Everything is based on your ability to listen to the music and understand it, making it a very organic and rewarding experience. We and our friends at Digirati have put hearts and souls searching for the best possible balance between fun gameplay mechanics and a meaningful and soulful story. We really hope you'll enjoy the game when it releases later this year on Nintendo Switch, PlayStation, Xbox, iOS and PC, and we're super excited to tell you that a free demo is available to download on Steam right now. Have a good day, everyone.
Video games are such a beautiful medium because you can literally make them out of anything. Developer Kong Orange, who made the criminally underrated Felix the Reaper, are back with a painstakingly nuanced and super hyper detailed stop-motion experience called Vocabulantis. And while stop-motion is nothing new to games, their POV and perspective here is something really special, and it's still a few years out, but we're pretty pumped for it.
My name is Johan Huttinger, and I am the stop-motion part of Vocabulantis.
Vocabulatis. ¿Para de qué trata ese juego?
I'll need a word with the word of your heart. This stupid interjection army is
Vocabusantis. Uy, ¿qué es eso? ¿Vomita?
The elevator is coming. This could be useful. Yes, airplane. The humans will find me here. I need the most up here. Yes, clever.
I've made stop motion since I was a child, and I do it professionally now. But ever since the Neverhood came out in the 90s, I've dreamt of making a stop-motion animated video game.
¿Espados?
But where you can control the characters, they can run and they can jump and they can grab onto things. But then it's fully stop-motion animated, where the animator moves the puppet, and you take a photo and the animator moves the puppet again. But to make it more interesting, we do it a little bit different. So the animator moves the puppet, and we take the photo. So as you can see, each pose of the puppet is photographed several times with different light directions. And out of them, we can combine those photos into a normal map. The character running around in the 3D engine will have light information based on real light.
Oh, you decided to come back? Ethan, boy of no use. None of you speak. I remember now. But listen then. Now, I need your help. See that?
Bueno.
Go for it.
Siguiente.
If you have any questions, speak now. I thought so. Clever.
It really integrates into the handmade sets that are photogrammetried in our photogrammetry scanner over here. Let me show you. So there is a motion control that controls the camera back there, and then the same motion control controls the object, and the camera back there takes from each position of the camera. It's around 100 photos. The software turns it into a mesh, and then we use that in the game engine. We want it to look like a stop-motion film, but still we can make all the levels fun to play and interesting to play. Thank you so much for checking Vocabulentis out. I hope you liked what you see. We are looking forward to show you more.
Okay, yes, get up now. Now show that you are worth some use at least.
Qué vainas tan raras.
Having been pretty much rooted to the spot for over a year now, the desire to jump in the car, drive off into the sunset and never look back is strong in all of us. This next game, from the creating the car, drive off into the sunset and never look back, is strong in all of us. This next game, from the creating...
¿Qué pasó? Se les cayó el stream allá porque yo no he tocado nada. Yo no he tocado nada. 20:43. Vea, les cayó el stream allá, yo no toqué nada. Todos quedaron, ¿eh? Se murió.
Six is a unique adventure that blends procedural generation and narrative in a way that has almost never been seen.
Yo no toqué
You
nada.
start playing as a teenager that wants to escape its country in the brink of turmoil and reach the border, which is thousands of miles away in the mountains. As you try to get closer to the border, you will come across different characters, each of them with their unique backgrounds, storylines, and very strong personalities.
Before we get much further, I should let you know that I have some anger management issues. Now you know. So, where are we headed today with Happy Taxi? Then just north it is. Now sit back and enjoy your ride with Happy Taxi.
By making those decisions along the way, you start tracing your own path to the border, and that path will be different for each player.
I saw you looking at my mechs. Are you a fan of dinosaurs? I won't get angry if you aren't.
No, really.
You will discover personalities of this country inhabitants, their backgrounds, their secrets, their trauma, and progressively, by all the decisions, you may even change the country.
Get in your filthy van and find me a light.
I'm Mikey Goodman. I play Jared and many other characters on Road 96.
I feel like having a smoke.
A lot of bad things happened in his life. He's really bitter and he's kind of taking his revenge out on everyone else.
Depending on your tastes, the destination, and most importantly, the path to the destination will vary from thousands of possibilities.
They helped me, played games with me, they stole my money, and they made me realize that I have to come back home. I have to make my own way to help the brigades. Where am I? Road 13, Road 42, Road 67, Road 96.
Camino 96.
While it's still early, developer Strafon has created something really special and unique with the Wandering Village. On paper, it's a town building sim. You go about your business, you build up your population, erect buildings, mine for resources, but it has a really rad twist.
Hello everybody, we're Claudia Beck and Philomena Schwab from Strafon Studio, and we're here today to present to you our upcoming game, The Wandering Village, a city building simulation game on the back of a giant wandering creature.
The Wandering Village.
Our studio is known for doing science-based games, and this one is based in biology and ecology. Visually, the game is inspired by Moebius and Studio Ghibli, and musically, it's influenced by various forms of folkloric music from all around the world. Your people will be escaping and seeking shelter from a toxic fungus. And they will find it on this giant animal they call umbu. Travel from biome to biome, bringing new opportunities, but also new challenges.
Sí, Luisito, sí.
And you're going to be communicating with the umbu to create and build a symbiotic relationship.
If you build this specific building, the Horde Tower, near the animal's head, so it will be able to hear you, you then get this additional view, zooming out to the animal and giving it different commands. Such as run or lay down. But the onbu is still a wild creature, and so it may decide to listen to you, but sometimes it won't, depending on mood and your relationship with the animal.
Hay cosas
We are
muy
big
raras.
fans of city builders and colony sim games in general. Don't Starve, Black and White, The Settlers, RimWorld and Vanished, and all of them inspired us. If I have to choose two games that are most similar to ours, it would be Frostpunk and Airborne Kingdom, because they not only share a
Tomates,
genre,
los tomates
but they also
tan
have a
grandes.
unique setting and a limited building space. We're hoping to release The Wandering Village on Steam Early Access later this year in Q4. So if you liked what you saw, please consider to leave us a wish list. And if you want to stay up to date with the development of the game, come join us on Discord. Thanks for your attention. See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
The Wandering Village.
Next up is Unbeatable from D-Cell Games, just coming off a super successful Kickstarter campaign. Oddly, it's another beautiful narrative adventure game with rhythm mechanics, but much different than a musical story, so please enjoy.
I'm Andrew Tsai.
I'm TJ Maddox.
I'm Rachel Lake.
I'm Vasily Nikolaev.
I'm Jeffrey.
I'm RJ Lake.
And we are D-Cell Games.
We're making Unbeatable,
An anime-inspired rhythm adventure game where music is illegal
and you do crimes.
D-Cell Games. Table. Y un table.
The basic setup is simple. You have two buttons, one button for up and one button for down. That framework powers everything, from fighting off monsters during a rock concert, to winning an eating competition, to playing darts.
In between that, you're going to be exploring the city, avoiding the authorities, talking to locals, finding hidden secrets, and, of course, planning out your illegal underground concerts.
In this early section of the game, Beat, that's the girl with pink hair, and her three bandmates just barely managed a daring escape from the local police.
They find themselves washed up on a beach on the outskirts of the city, and now need to scope out a venue and figure out where they're going to lie low and practice.
Before you go on for the big show, you're going to be finalizing the songs that you're playing.
The songs you have access to here are all based on what Beat and the band have managed to write, which is influenced by all of your decisions.
Unbeatable is a synthesis of everything we love about our favorite games, with the memories that we have watching bootleg anime as kids.
With Unbeatable, we're telling a multi-generational story about nostalgia and the ways that nostalgia objects change when viewed with different contexts. we're enormously excited for everyone to check it out when it's done.
Since that will be a bit, why not download our free demo, Unbeatable White Label, right now? You can grab it on Steam and itch, and it will let you play through a dozen songs already.
Thank you from everybody at D-Cell Games.
Como de música. Pierde en tu camino. Encuentra tu voz.
Our pals at Devolver Digital are back with developer Acid Nerve for Death's Door. This is the team behind Titan Souls, so if you're a fan of super challenging combat, tight boss battles, and birds with swords, you're gonna dig this one.
Hi, I'm David Fenn. I'm a producer and designer at Acid Nerve, and we're working on a game called Death's
Son
Door.
juegos indie mostrados nomás. The Door, la puerta a la muerte. Oh, Dios mío. La muerte mortal.
It's a fantasy action-adventure set in a strange world where nothing naturally dies out, and this group of lazy office worker crows are in charge of maintaining some sense of order. You play as one of the crows, and your job is to venture into the outside world and reap the souls of the dead. The combat focuses on intense, fast-paced brawls where mistakes are punished and skill is rewarded. Our background is in tight 2D pixel art action, and we've been careful to maintain the responsiveness of this style. The world is fully explorable and it's entirely handcrafted. All of the characters and enemies that you meet have memorable, twisted designs as well. Death's Door has plenty of high-octane action, but it's equally about discovering the secrets of its unique setting and unraveling its mysterious story. The structure and the scope of the gameplay most closely match one of our oldest inspirations, The Legend of Zelda. You have a grim job to do, but you'll also bring hope to the weird and wonderful residents who are trying to make their way in this strange place. The setting and the circumstances are bleak, but the moment-to-moment interactions have touches of humour and positivity. It's this juxtaposition that we find so compelling, and we really hope that you do as well. If so, you can look forward to playing Death's Door when it comes out this summer. Thanks very much.
Door.
Over the last generation of games, we've seen such crazy leaps in animation, but it's not just technology leading the charge, it's artistry. Behind the Frame is a perfect example of that. It's a narrative-focused experience from a developer out of Taiwan called Silver Lining Studio, and it's got serious Ghibli vibes. Also, rumor has it during playtests, it's been known to be a tearjerker.
Hey guys, I'm Rachel Len. We're a Silver Lining Studio located in Taiwan. Today we're going to show you a little bit of our game, Behind the Frame. Behind the Frame is a puzzle-solving story-oriented game. The story is about a painter who is pursuing her lifelong dream to become a professional artist.
Right.
We really want to make the game feel like anime film, so we use cel anime style to differentiate interactive objects from backgrounds. The gameplay is in first-person perspective, with several cutscenes.
El gato.
Which she later on will found out her apartment has some secrets that she didn't know of. Like I mentioned before, we want this game to have anime and whimsical feels, so we chose painting 2D panorama environments instead of building a 3D model. The story is really about love, life, and how to preserve memories.
O sea, le roba las ideas.
We are really excited to be part of Date of Death. Thank you guys.
We've always felt like the mission of Day of the Devs needed to extend beyond our own bandwidth, so we always take a turn to spotlight organizations around the world that are doing good by the gaming community. One of those is Asobu. They're based in Tokyo, and they're helping indie devs in Japan make their dream projects come true.
Awesome.
Hi everyone, my name is Anne and I'm the manager of Asobu, a community hub for indie creators here in Tokyo.
遊ぶっていうのは何なのか。
¿Qué es
遊
eso?
ぶのコンセプト自体
Es un
は
concepto
コミュニティ
creado
を
de
作
la
っていく、コミュニティを醸成していくということです。今具体的にどういう活動をしているかというと、渋谷にコミュニティスペースを運営して、そこをベースとして活動しているメンバーの方々が主にゲーム制作を活動をしています。
Here at Asobu, we are all about helping Japanese creators. We're trying to build a community where they can learn from each other, find friends, collaborators, promote their project by connecting them with other awesome indie communities all over the world, or athletes, like today, the Day of the Dev.
すごくいろんな人々にとってはゲームを作るということがどういうことなのか割と分かりづらいことです。それをゲーム作りはこういう人々がやっていて、こういうプロセスでこういうふうにやってる、そしてこういう成功を収めることができる、そういうことを広くいろんな人に伝えていきたいと思っています。そんなコミュニティをクリエイターたちと一緒に作っていくことによって新しい風が吹くのかなと思っています。
But back to the point of promoting Japanese indies, here is a few games to keep an eye on.
Nama Takashi.
Head is a unique 2D puzzle platformer being solo developed by the young creator Nama Takashi. You play as a tiny robot, trying to bring back the light to the world. Electricity runs through everything you touch. Including any place you toss your robot head. Elect Head is due out on Steam and itch.io later this year.
Demolition robots. Kiki.
Demolition Robots KK put you in control of a giant robot. Ultimate all the catch you can by destroying as many buildings as possible. Developed by Takahiki Studio. This is multiplayer mayhem with a twist. Switch viewers can influence the game by choosing items or actions on screen. Demolition Robots KK is planned for PC and console release later this year.
Kasumi Games.
Walk is a survival horror title from Kasumi
Who is esta
Games.
chimba?
Inspired by influential games from the PlayStation 1 era, Walk takes place at dusk in an unnamed Japanese suburb.
Super creepy, eso está bacano. Eso sí me gusta.
You control a defenseless schoolgirl trying to return home before dark. As she's pursued by mysterious shadow creatures. Kasumi Games is planning to launch Walk as a Kickstarter later this year. And that's all for today. Thank you so much, Day of the Dev, for having us. We're big fans, and it really means a lot to be a part of this. If any of the stuff I talked about sounds interesting, please stop on our Asobu Discord or any of our events to check out and say hi. On our website, asobu.dev, we're launching a community profile section where both foreign and domestic creators and collaborators can use to find each other. And please keep an eye on our next Asobu Indie Showcase coming this September. Hope to see you there.
On its surface, our next game is a serene
Double
slice-of-life fishing RPG in a tranquil setting from 1980s Canada. Underneath the waves, there lies exciting adventure, exploration, and angling. Jump on board and join us on an epic voyage, and maybe you'll encounter the mystical monsters of Moonglow.
Hi, I'm Zach, Creative Director.
And I'm Lou, Art Director.
And we're the co-founders of Bunny Hut.
For a lovely global team, we're working on our studio's debut game, Moonglow Bay, a relaxing slice-of-life fishing RPG based on a town of people afraid to fish.
Moonglow Bay. Happy birthday, Gabi.
Ya no voy a confiar.
Minecraft. Taylor.
Well, Guppy, you did it. Your first catch. 40 years, and you still surprise me. I knew this place seemed strange. A fishing town afraid to fish. But that's why our new venture might just stay afloat. Because all those stories about the mystical monsters of Moonglow are exactly that. Stories.
Moonglow Bay is set along the eastern Canadian coastline during the 1980s. We've always admired fishing in games like Harvest Moon and Legend of the River King. However, it's very rare to see that feature as a core mechanic, let alone in an RPG. So we've really wanted to capture the magic of fishing in these games and make it the heart of our game.
Pesca.
As you catch and cook, you'll be able to sell a variety of recipes to upgrade your shop, gear, and fishing boat, rebuilding the economy of a town on the verge of bankruptcy.
Today, we're excited to review the aquarium. This is where you can donate, preserve, and exhibit your fish while being rewarded for your efforts.
Your journey is split into 5 distinct story arcs with a fully inhabited town to traverse, and the potential for grand encounters.
Documenting over 100 varied aquatic species, all while uncovering the secrets of Moonglow Bay. We're also excited to share that in addition to Xbox consoles, Game Pass, and Steam, Moonglow Bay will be coming to Epic Game Store, which you can wishlist now.
This bay is full of amazing new creatures waiting to be discovered. So we'll find them and share them with the world. Together.
¿Qué pasó?
As long as this book is by your side. So am I. Welcome home.
Xbox Series, Xbox One.
This next one mashes up a bunch of genres in an unexpected way, but it's oh so satisfying. It's called Blue River, and it's from a studio called Straka out of Slovakia. And they've taken super frenzied roguelike action, procedural dungeon generation, and even a bit of Tetris, and mushed it all together in a pretty fucking cool way.
Hello everyone, I'm Miro from Straka Studio. Imagine if Diablo and Tetris had a baby. We're working on an island-shifting action roguelike coming to Xbox and PC, Loot.
In Loot River, we wanted to create a game about multiplayer agents. With the ability to rearrange the world, you can overcome even the strongest foes. With each death, you wake up in an alternative reality. We are right now in the hub area that you can fill with useful NPCs as you progress. The hub directly connects to the sunken village, You traverse the area using wooden platforms that you can slide in any direction you want. The platforms themselves are a handy tool in combat, dodging the fast enemy attacks, splitting groups of enemies, or providing a hasty retreat.
Gambia.
Here, we have a chest I'd like to loot. However, these guys in group would tear me to shreds. Instead, I'll make a path for them, lure them out, circle back, and get my reward unharmed. You can parry most of the enemy attacks, and after you can counterattack. Enemies get stranger as you fight your way through Loot River, like a mage that can lock platforms together, preventing you from escaping until you defeat him. The level design is procedural, with handcrafted elements similar to Dead Cells or Spelunky. This way, we ensure the levels feel intentional and logical, with a clear way forward, while also keeping every run different. During your journey, you'll encounter many other travelers. Some of them hostile, but many still friendly. You'll encounter merchants or aspiring artists. Or perhaps vendors who can join your group and help you unlock permanent upgrades.
Emanuel feito.
You'll encounter
Pero si acaba de decir Santiago, no yo.
your entire existence.
Porque no lo golpea a él. A él no lo golpea. Y a mí sí me golpea. 3 horas 25 ya, vaina. Por Dios, Emanuel. Miren, no me quiere matar, auxilio. Uy, ¿qué eso no?
No sé. La verdad no sé. Yo creo que sí regresa a la.
¿Qué hizo sonar Emanuel? Qué raro.
So I love when a game has an art style that looks unlike anything else. That's definitely the case with this next game. So a small team in Ecuador and really captures the sights and sounds of the place well. This is Despolote.
Hi, my name is Julian, and I'm the main developer of Despolote, alongside Sebastián Balbuena, who is in charge of the art and the music. The game is being produced by Gabe Cazillo, and Ian Berman is in charge of sound. You play as a kid, and you're sitting around in school just waiting for the day to be over because you just want to play
Ya sonó la campana, vamos. Hola.
It's 2001, and Ecuador is on the verge of qualifying to the World
Qué raro.
Cup. They have never qualified to the World Cup before, so it is a pretty big deal, and everybody is anxiously awaiting the final match.
Mira, wow, desde aquí se ve mi casa. Mira, mira, se ve un perrito acá. ¿Vamos a jugar?
The country was just coming out of this big financial crisis. The idea of qualifying just gave a lot of people a lot of hope.
Ya, suelta la pelota, ya vamos a jugar. Miren, salto como el team.
Todo raro ese juego.
You don't really play a soccer match because, to be honest, it's just way more fun to kick it around
Pásame la pelota.
and annoy the people in the park. This park is inspired by a lot of the parks I used to.
Está cayendo la señal. pasó?
Play in as a kid, like La Carolina in Quito.
Perro malo.
Disculparán a mi perrito, niños.
Hablan todo extraños, muñecos.
It is full of characters just going about their day.
Se quedó.
Por curioso.
We recorded these conversations in an improvisational manner.
Estudiantes del río.
Le voy a hablar.
No, ¿a quién le paso?
We really wanted to capture this community of people, and we thought that having them improvise instead of us telling them what to say just felt way more natural. They all react to the ball in unique ways, and sometimes this leads to a big narrative moment. Sebastian is doing an incredible job hand-drawing all the characters and modeling a city from
Millonarios y Junior ya va a comenzar.
places in Quito.
Lindísimo el día, entonces ustedes con la comidita que les doy ahora, ustedes también van a hacer fuerza y van a apoyar a Ecuador y mañana vamos a clasificar al mundial.
Basically, Despelote is a story about how soccer can impact a place and its culture.
Uy, Millonarios y Junior también están a la espera de los cupos.
Thank you. I hope you enjoy it when we finally release it. Goodbye.
Yo no sé, pero muy raros esos juegos. Hay unos que son raramente bacanos. Déjale a pata todo lo que encuentran a botalón. Max. Para un juego de terror serviría espectacular ese escenario. Despelote se llama. Ese juego funcionaría más como una vaina de terror.
We have one last prize. It's from developer Variable State, best known for their game Virginia. But with Last Stop, they evolved their narrative pedigree into a much more supernatural territory.
No es cierto, no, Emanuel.
That's worth mentioning because they've also been so kind to lend us a sneak peek at
me
their upcoming
lastima,
Anaheim
Emanuel?
interactive showcase, which is chock full of
¿Frío?
freeze frame moments, so you won't want to blink.
Let's stop.
Don't stop!
This is crazy.
We need to move him. Let's get him inside, out of sight.
Are you a human being? Like me?
Come a little closer.
You two were made for each other.
I just want my
Ah, bueno, tiene que pagar algo.
So I feel like I haven't properly explained this. Are you okay traveling to the other side of the galaxy?
I read the brief.
We're making history here, Mina. Resources, technology, culture. This is the next frontier. I'm counting on you, Mina.
All right. I'll get the job done.
Dad!
This is not your fault. If it's anyone's, it's mine.
I think I've made a terrible mistake.
If you want my help, you only have to ask.
I gave up everything.
Come on, Hughes. This is it. Don't you want to know what's on the other side?
Pero ya lo habías mostrado. Ah, es el resumen de todo. ¿Se acabó? Pero el del gato yo no lo vi. Para el 29 el otro, Anapuria Interactive.
And that's it. Thank you for joining us for Summer Games Fest and the Day of the Devs Developer Showcase.
See what I mean? Aren't you excited now to go make games or play games or to build a tree fort or something? Like, it's just so inspiring. And thank you to all the developers who submitted their games.
If you're looking to submit one of your awesome games for a future Day of the Devs, head on over to dayofthedevs.com and sign up for our email list. It's the first place we spill the beans on call for submissions, no matter what time of year it is.
Thanks to all of my co-hosts, thanks to I Am 8-Bit, and everybody who helped with the show.
Thank you as always for the generous support from our partners for making all of this possible. We could have not done this without you. PlayStation, Idea, Xbox, Nintendo, Prime Gaming, and Steam. For the last 9 years, you've been on our court, and we super appreciate it. Extra special thanks to all the musicians who performed or lent their flavors to this broadcast. You made it all the more exciting and thrilling. We got Luca and Omniboy for We Are OFK. We got the incomparable Darren Korb and Ashley Barrett for yet again performing at Day of the Devs. This time for the supergiant masterpiece Hades. We got the poet, the legend, Dos One, who lent us his beats yet again to round out the editorial of this.
Thanks for watching. Until the next time, I hope we can see each other in person.
And we got one more to close you out.
Ladies and gentlemen, Scientific.
Que le tiré el escopetazo y no, así de frente.
School Studios. ¿Todavía queda? Pensé que ya había acabado. Quedaron ahí. Todo extraño. 9 minutos, dice la gente. Ya se quedaron ahí. Voy a jugar porque ya me aburrí de ver eso. Gracias por vernos. Chao, chao, chicos. Bye, bye. Porque...